This for the real news. I'm famous for toilets. I build toilets because it exposes the corruption, it exposes the fakeness, it exposes the bullshit. And the real news been here for 4 years, and you ain't been legit since you got here. You've been extremely bullshit. You came in the door with a team of people that wouldn't legitimate in the streets, and you had them on your news. Then you recycle them, and you had Kwame Rose on your news. You had activists in your station. You had activists in your station. You know what I'm saying? No real people in the streets. Now, Easy is real. Give Easy real, Brandon Scott real. You know what I'm saying? But from now on, I'm going to treat y'all like I treat everybody else. Y'all ain't getting no kind of pass. Y'all got mad because I shut y'all down at UMBC at the Me Too event. Well, Stephen Janis used to work for Fox 45. And Stephen Janis had evidence of my innocence. And I gave it to Stephen Janis in 2010 before I got locked up. Because I was making a documentary about y'all's politics and the way that y'all pay to play politics in Maryland. When the real news came in here in 2014, I gave a DVD exposing the corruption in the courts. It named the politicians, the judges, the lawyers, and everything. Gave it to them, handed it to them. And you ain't did nothing with it yet. Now you want to have these events at your stations like you're the leader of civil rights. No, you're not. You're a carpetbagger and a scalawag. You exploiting black tragedies. And you came here to exploit black tragedies. That's it. No more, no less. I gave you a toilet because you earned that shit. You earned that shit. I gave you a toilet because you earned that shit. It's freedom of speech. And it's the way it goes, cuz. In your studios, you own that property. But out in the streets, it's the freedom of speech. Wherever I catch you at, wherever I see you at, is where I'm going to treat you at. You feel me? You're not going to exploit black tragedies. You ain't going to sit here and claim to be this champion for courage, and you're not. I'm going to put you where you belong. In the toilet. Freedom of speech, all right? Now, getting back to Stephen Janis. Stephen Janis worked for Fox 45. Fox 45 was a big contributor to Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Stephen Janis worked for Fox 45, and I gave Stephen Janis a toilet. I gave Stephen Janis a toilet, and on that toilet, there was a letter from President Obama asking for an investigation about my incarceration. Stephen Janis had this, the TV station had this, and y'all didn't do nothing about this. You feel me? This was the case, and this is what your station did. It was a motion to squash subpoena. All right? Introduction. This is Legal Affairs, Baltimore Police Department. Because like I said, I was making a documentary about your police department and policing. Long before Freddie Gray, long before Tyrone West. This was from 2006. You feel me? When it's about your politics and your police. And this is what I wanted. Because WBAL was here when I did this. Fox was there when I did it. Produced the evidence given to you 12/30/2010 at the War Memorial. All right? Shellenberger for abuses of power in your office. You feel me? You had this information. The motion of the person served. Y'all filed a motion to squash the subpoenas because y'all don't want the embarrassment. You feel me? The embarrassment. And you use your courts to shield you from the corruption. And you use your courts to do it. All this paperwork to tell me that I can't get my intellectual property. All this paperwork to tell me that I can't get what belongs to me. You feel me? I did my paperwork. I did my homework. Because blacks have no rights which white America respects. The real news, you can't sit here and claim that y'all are leaders in the struggle. Y'all can't sit here and claim that y'all doing this, and this because you got Harry Belafonte or Danny Glover. Dog, y'all sitting using old activism and old activists to claim that y'all are the leaders of something that y'all not. They call that carpetbaggers and scalawags. You feel me? So wherever I see the real news at, when I see you on the streets, I'll let Jassel get a pass. But anything outside of Jassel and Easy, if I catch Stephen Janis out in the streets, Stephen Janis got to answer for his crimes. He don't get no cut card. He don't get no pass. Do what you do. But I'm going to treat you like I treat everybody else. Media wars is real. You drew the line, not me. Stephen Janis is a sellout. He don't need to be on your station. He don't need to be on the Afro News because he's not an African voice. Y'all need to read the letter. Y'all need to read the Willie Lynch letters. Because you're going to hear a lot more about the Willie Lynch letters. And you need to talk to Adam Jackson. Because when I seen Adam Jackson in City Hall, I gave Adam Jackson a taste of what I'm going to give the real news. So make sure you go to Adam Jackson, Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. Let you know what's coming your way. Because on October the 9th or the 8th, we're going to be at the War Memorial. And we're going to be in the crowd. I'm going to be in the building. I was invited to this event. Ray Lewis going to be there. Ben Jealous going to be there. And we're going to talk about mass incarceration in the prison industry. We're going to talk about being black and white America. We're going to talk about the media and the role the media plays in misinformation. Dog, I'm getting ready to put toilets outside of Ida B's. I'm getting ready to protest you like I protest the police. You're not welcome around here. And I'm going to make sure that it's known. You picked a fight with the right one. I didn't like you anyway. Now you just gave me a reason. You want to defend Stephen Janis? That's like Willie Lynch. You identifying with your captain, with your masters. You know what I'm saying? You putting your black faces on the line for this white man that been lying to your community. Fox 45 used to do Wheel of Fortune where they used to spin the wheel to lock black people up. Fox 45 did a lot of racist shit, and Stephen Janis was a part of it. Just because he came over to the real news don't mean that he washes his soul. He got to deal with the sins of his past. And he need to man up. When I had a problem with Eddie Conway, me and Eddie Conway talk. When I had a problem with Paul J, me and Paul J talk. But this man ain't man enough to talk. He hide behind that female, Miss Tara Graham. He hide behind her. So I'm going to show the emails. I'm going to show the IG account. I'm going to show everything so the media can see, so the people can see the real media in Baltimore. I made a DVD about y'all. It's called Portraits of a Letter. And it broke your media down on how you demonize black people. Well, dog, like I said, the news is going to be the news. Call the police, call 911, call whoever you want. But when I see you in the streets, we're going to have a conversation. You're going to be the news. And we're going to have a real conversation about the real news. We're going to talk about your conception. We're going to talk about your ideology. We're going to talk about We're going to talk about the real news. You're going to be the news. Since you want to shut me out and want to shut something down, dog, I'm going to mic check you every time I see you. Boom, going to do it. Stephen Janis, the media and mainstream media, like in the 13th Amendment, y'all demonize black people. So I did a video about y'all. It's called Portraits of a Letter. It's on my YouTube page. And it shows the emails and it shows the certified mail receipts. And it broke you down about the prison industry. Portraits of a Letter. I'm going to put that DVD up and I'm going to put it up there so everybody can see it. I'm banned on Facebook. Y'all got me banned because y'all don't want me to put this politics out there. Dog, I'm a caterer. I've been in your house. 85% of the richest people of the state know me. They don't know Duane Davis. They know Shorty. You feel me? So when I say what I say about you, I can back it up. I got my paperwork in my hand. You the one that don't want the people to see what the role that you played in my incarceration. Y'all don't want the people to see the role that y'all played in my incarceration. See, the media want to hide behind the shielding law, but the shielding law don't apply. Because if you had evidence and knowledge of a crime prior to it happening, and you permitted that shit to go on and didn't do nothing about it, you got to deal with that. Straight up, you got to deal with that. I was doing a documentary about y'all's politics and how y'all got the corruption and how y'all reward your corruption. That's Ed Norris. He went to jail and y'all gave him a job. He worked at CBS Radio as a sports announcer and don't know shit about sports. But you gave him a job. We talking about your corruption because, like I said, I broke you down. And I showed the role that your media plays in this corruption. You feel me? I put all that shit on the toilet. Because that's the best place for y'all ass, is a toilet. Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. And in 2018, y'all gonna take a lot of my shit. I'm gonna make sure that you take this shit. Put this toilet in front of your job. I'm gonna put it in front of your house. I'm going to put it in front of your church. I'm going to put it wherever I feel that I can find you at. Where I can make you come outside and talk to me at. See, this toilet is like a calling card. And that go hard. You feel me? I go hard with this toilet. It means a lot. And we're going to show a lot. Real News, you earned this. Because you see this? This is from 2009. This is what I gave the Real News. I gave it to Stephen Janis. All right, I was a Baltimore City resident. Secrets must not block justice. This was about mass incarceration in the prison industry. This is my third letter. I gave this to Stephen Janis. I gave this to Governor O'Malley. I gave this to Scott Shellenberger. I gave it to Greg Bernstein. I gave it to the city solicitor. I was exposing your prison industry, and I did it right through your prison. I was on an interstate compact from Illinois to Maryland. I was on an interstate compact, and just like Dred Scott, I refused to go back. Secrets must not block justice. Just like Dred Scott, I refused to go back. It's all right here. It's all right here. And that's who got it. Richard Sher got it from ABC. Governor O'Malley got it. The Department of Parole and Probation. The Attorney General. Gansler had this. Frosch has this. Mosby has this. Bernstein has this. Shellenberger has this. All right? It was about your prison industry and your incarceration. It was about the 13th Amendment. Y'all wrote the book. Y'all seen the movie, but nobody wanted to name nobody. I went to your senators and your congressmen. That's from 2009. You kidnapped me from my house. This is a follow-up letter. That's Senator Senator Cardin, Senator Mikulski, Congressman Cummings. That's why when y'all see me, y'all run and hide. Because I'm showing a Democratic Party. When they wrote the movie, the 13th Amendment, they showed the people they showed Clinton with the crime bill, but they didn't show the politicians that signed on the crime bill. I showed you the people that signed on to the crime bill that write the laws to lock black people up. There goes the dates. There goes the time. Real hood. Real shit. You feel me? 2009. See this? These are the emails. These are the public officials. See that? Bobby Zirkin, Senator Zirkin. You see that? You see the date? That's from 2009. I gave this to Stephen Janis in 2009. I can show you the emails. I can show you everything. You feel me? And I gave this to Paul J. in 2014. These are the emails. Shellenberger should have did this. And y'all talking about Shellenberger now and his case. No, just because he messed up a case on some white girls, dog, he messed up the case on the black community. It was racketeering and fraud. That's from 2009. That's my AOL account that y'all took from me. All right? Shorty's Underground Ribs. So Real News, let's talk about the real truth and stop shading and treating that white boy. Like I said, it's the new face of old Jim Crow. And we holding the media accountable. That's Adam May. Adam May don't live here no more. I chased him out of town. Because everywhere I seen Adam May, I didn't care if he was with his wife, his kids. I didn't care where Adam May was at. Wherever I seen Adam May at, I put that camera in his face and I asked him them questions. I asked him about what he knew and how long he knew it. Y'all had me in Spring Grove Medical Hospital, dog. Y'all illegally incarcerated me, moved me to a mental facility and tried to do me like one who flew under the cuckoo's nest. I'm not him. I'm the one that got away. Like I said, y'all having a conversation about civil rights, 13th Amendment. Well, here goes mine. That's parole and probation. All right, that's from 2011. I gave the Real News this in 2014. And y'all want to claim that y'all telling the truth about what's going on in Baltimore. You got Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. You got the Algebra Project. And I showed Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle this yesterday in City Hall. I showed it to Jack Young. Y'all seen my live feed in City Hall. Y'all gonna see a lot of live feeds in 2018. It's election year. You got 43 more days. Wherever I see the Real News at, wherever I see WJZ at, wherever I see Fox 45 at, wherever I see the media at, getting ready to dig up in y'all's asses. Call the police all you want. I've been to jail. Your FCC is going to be looking at y'all because I'm going to try to get y'all for FCC violations. I'm going to try to get your license pulled. And then when I finish my case, I'm going to try to sue you for defamation of character and libelous statements. I ain't going to sue you. I'm just going to drive you out of the Baltimore. I'm going to put toilets in front of Ida B's. I'm going to put toilets in front of the Real News. I'm going to put so many toilets in front of y'all stores. Ain't nobody going to want to come see you. I'm going to show you about protesting like Martin showed me. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And they pay attention to them toilets. And they pay attention to dumbass shit. And they going to pay attention to your fake ass news. You want to defend Stephen Janis? I hope it was worth it. You picked a fight with the right one. If I went to jail for a toilet and the truth and the principle, what do you think I'm going to do to you?